Hi and welcome back to Lavender Coco Kitchen. Well, today I'm going to make a really delicious choc chip banana bread. I've actually already got a recipe up for a banana coconut bread, and that's a really good everyday one. This one's a little more of a treat one because it's got quite a cake-like texture, so you can actually use it in place of a banana cake, and it's also really low in sugar. The only sugar I've added is actually in the ingredients themselves, which is in the banana and the dark chocolate. Other than that, there's no added sugar, and I've replaced a bit of the flour with almond meal, so that helps lower the carbohydrate content a bit, which makes it a much healthier choice than regular banana bread you might buy in the supermarket or at a cafe. So it's worth making your own because you know you're going to get a really healthy product. And bananas, of course, are really good for you. They're especially good if you do have diabetes because they help keep your blood sugar level and steady. And if you do suffer from low blood sugar, a banana is a great way of raising it up and getting it back to a safe level. And they're also good for the nervous system, and they sort of relax you. So actually, banana in the evening is a good thing to eat before bed. So to start with, we need to get some almond milk, about 1/3 of a cup. And just going to add 1/2 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar into the almond milk. And just mix it around. And just set that aside so it will curdle. So next I'm going to make a flax egg. So I'm just using 1/2 tablespoon of flax powder and 1.5 tablespoons of water. Okay, just mix that. And that's an egg replacer. Just get the mixing bowl. I'm going to put in the dry ingredients. So I have 1/2 cup of almond meal, which I've just made from blending just natural almonds. So that's very easy to make yourself. You don't really have to buy it. And it's a lot better if you have the natural almond with the skin on. It's a lot more nutritious. So 1/2 cup of that. I'm going to put a cup of wholemeal spelt flour. Spelt flour is a bit less refined than normal white flour, so it's a bit more nutritious. It's also got a slightly lower GI, so it won't affect blood sugar as much as normal flour. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And as I've said before, cinnamon is good for helping to lower blood sugar. It also has a really good flavour and it goes really well with bananas. A nutmeg, which I'm going to grate. And nutmeg also goes really well with bananas. And grated whole nutmeg has more flavour than powdered nutmeg. Alright, I'm just going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Salt just helps bring out the flavours a bit more. You could leave that out if you really don't want to put it in. Okay, I'll just mix them together a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to get the wet ingredients combined. So I've got banana here. You can use 1 large banana or 2 medium. I just had this one in the freezer. You can just put them whole in the freezer and then just thaw them out in a bit of water and just get rid of the water. And then the skins will just come off easily like this. So it'll just easily come out of its skin. Then you can just smash it or blend it. I'll just smash it a bit. And this is actually a good way to get rid of overripe bananas, or if you've bought too many bananas and you want to use some up. And they will keep in the freezer for quite a long time. To this I'll just put in the milk. It's best when you're doing this, just use pure almond milk. The one I used had some coconut in it, so it hasn't curdled as well. If you just use almond, it will curdle a lot better. So just use plain almond milk. I'll just add that in. And I'll add in the flax, which has become quite pasty. Then I'll just add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then last of all, about 1/8 of a cup of melted coconut oil. So now I'm just going to mix this into the dry ingredients. And you can do it by hand, or if you have a mixer, you can use the mixer. So last of all, we need the chocolate chips. So I've just used like 100 grams of organic dark chocolate that is vegan, and it's 70% cocoa, so it's lower in sugar. And I've just chopped it into like shards, which gives a nice texture through the bread, a bit more interesting than just choc chips. So I'm going to just mix those in now. Alright, now it's ready to bake. So I've just lined a small loaf tin with baking paper. So just going to put the mixture in there. So now, just bake it for about 25 minutes at about 200 degrees. Okay, so here you have the delicious choc chip banana bread all ready to serve. And as you see, I've served it with some chocolate sauce, which will make a delicious dessert. And you can find recipes for hot and cold chocolate sauces already up on my YouTube if you want to check those out. So try this at home and enjoy. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.